Hey peeps, Pinkolol16 here in another blooper of Starman3's to commentate over. We're up to Super Mario 64 Blooper 42. This was the first blooper I ever watched of Starman3's. This blooper specifically also led me to believe that his bloopers were one big massive story that I completely missed thanks to the context in this that just comes completely out of nowhere. By the way, if you can't tell from the intro, he's obviously redoing his first intros. So he's perfectly willing to reuse remixes from all the days of different songs, but whenever it's a Scatman song, he's out of the room. Sorry, you can't recreate it the exact same way. Yeah, that's exactly the point, so why are you doing this? You say that to yourself. You don't even have a consistent intro for this season, Starman3, so what are you even talking about? If you even have an intro at all. Yes, this is Mario, guys. Yes, this is Season 5, with a completely inconsistent or non-existent intro. Because you're so perfect. Remember how accurate the last intro was to this one?
It's time.
Music's changed.
Super Mario 64.
That's obviously Starman3 now. Who the hell was it before? We'll never know. You're so consistent, by the way.
Season 5.
I think Mario Star and Captain are in the Season 5 bit. Specifically. So, yeah, that's kind of a thing. You're really consistent with these intros, aren't you? Yeah, Mario doing a Season 1 inconsistency thing. You're so perfect with your own intros now, currently. The only thing that's the same is the visuals. Nice green screen. You wouldn't even be able to tell who that is. Of course it would be directed by you. Oh yes! Remember the previous videos when he was a YTR member? Yeah, that's totally relevant. He's been in Blooper 40 and several videos up to this point. People who have been watching the videos up to this point will know he's a YTR member by this point, because why else would he be in the videos? You don't put anybody who's not a YTR member into your videos unless they're some kind of made-up person or a villain. Or, you know, they're part of canon like Mario or Luigi or Alberto. But Alberto's made up, so. Get used to these title cards because they're just going to be random as things to describe the episode title, quote-unquote. He really could have made a new series, but this isn't Super Mario 64 bloopers anymore, in terms of Mario. Although this one, to be fair, does kind of focus on Mario. Starman3's going to be sleeping a lot, too. He simply can't wake up. Are these intros getting a bit too familiar? Some people say they're bored, some people say it's a perfect day, or other times it's sleeping. Like, I know you can't really start things differently, but come on! It's almost like everything starts the exact same way. This is the exact scene which made me think there was more to the series than meets the eye, which is actually really incorrect. When did this training regime start? We were never told anything last episode, and no video ever said anything that there was ever any training regime for these elemental stars. Just like every other day. When have we ever seen this, by the way, Luigi fan? Oh well, at least he's actually using the elemental stars, even if they're apparently off-screen. Aren't they always on you? Nah. Basic and advanced. It's almost like a class. Luigi fan's younger than Starman3, by the way. Watch how this teaching goes. And then you'll never use them! Because, fun fact, he doesn't really use any of his stars, aside from the fire one often, and there's only one other instance that I can remember where he actually uses the electric star, so it's actually really stupid. This episode also features the introduction of the first girl, Fawn. This one. Fawn obviously clearly joined before I did and happened to be the first actual female member of YTR to actually join the Skype group. She also happened to hang around a lot in the Exact chat. For the longest time, I never really spoke to her in YTR because she was kicked out of the group when someone else joined because of the 25 people in the group limit. If you're not aware, Starman3 went by Skype limits when he created YouTube Rangers in the Skype group. He would only allow 25 people in the group, and if a new member had to be added, someone else had to go. And he had a lot of difficulty choosing who had to go because some people were really inactive, but he was so scared to remove them that he would keep them there, and the more active members, a more active member would probably get deleted off the face of the earth. And they were too lazy to create side groups for these particular people. Most of them would just get forgotten. So I never really talked to Fawn for a long time before Starman3 started getting lenient when we found out about the Go Live command, and then added about 40 people into the group at one point. So yeah. By the way, I have no idea who this other guy is. His name, he's referred to as Marks in this video, and I'm pretty sure he was an Exact member, but I never talked to him. As of my contact with Fawn now, I have no idea about that. I have no idea what even happened with my contact with her. Last I remember she was hanging around Met and a couple of other people, but, you know, once she moved on from Starman3, she practically dictated her own life, and we've gone our separate ways pretty much. I'm pretty sure that, you know, she's totally forgotten about me. Me and her are pretty much the same age. She's just a couple months older than me. Yeah, of course they won't get hurt. When did you figure out about this, by the way? You've literally just come in now. Nobody else would have known of your even existence before you even appeared in this video. So how would you even know about Starman3's Elemental Star training with Luigi fan? Oh really? Every other YTR? What, are we gonna get all the 40 million people that have been deleted in all the previous videos? Really now? I'm pretty sure there's an entire audience of people who's going to be watching this, you know? It's gonna be an excuse to say that someone was too lazy to create the green screen file for this. I thought that room had Dancing Batman in it. Did that suddenly die now? Of course, we can't stay consistent in this series. Remember the clock? Yeah, that's just one example. Yeah, it's another one of this. You'll see this in a moment. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Fawn... I'm not sure if Fawn created her own CC, I think she did, considering she left it on her channel bio and for a long period of time. But for like I said, for the longest time, the YTR members, because most of them are comprised of male members, had some sort of arrogance against Pink. And this isn't just Starman3. This was quite a few of them as well. So this isn't just a Starman3 thing. This is a group effort. Probably not everybody, but quite a few of them had this attitude. It's fine, obviously, in their opinion, to hate the color. But of course, they obviously didn't mean any ill will towards Fawn and or me, especially me, with my name having the word in the title, so it was pretty much backpedaling at that point. Oh god, we're really sorry, we did not mean that very specifically, and especially when we would rewatch these videos at points, and they would go, we don't mean you! And I obviously was like, duh, I wasn't even around at the time.
Oh, yeah.
You came out of that room and you didn't have Dancing Batman, and now suddenly you do? What? Seriously? First of all, how the hell does that room still have it in it? Two, when you came out, how come you weren't reeling from those effects? He came out of that room and didn't comment about that at all, and now suddenly it's there? What the hell happened? Is Strawberry just haunting that specific room? And Fawn's just not going to pay attention at all. She's just going to completely ignore it. Or it's just, you know, Starman3's too lazy and he's going to repeat all the recordings. That's going to be a quote that she was associated with at the time. Whatever it is, I feel violated. Although seriously, why the hell do people call me Pink? Your color code is pink, Fawn. That's why people call you Pink. Two major areas of your color code are those of pink colors. Seriously. But seriously, you weren't even paying attention to Enzo, and literally just the repetition of the recording, so... People call you Pink because your color code is pink, Fawn. It's obvious. Wow. Look at who's being stereotypical here. I'm gonna say it again from the other videos, but pink was originally a boy's color and blue was for girls. Look at what changed. It's just a color! If anything, it's light red. What is your mind ruined from? That females exist? Wow. I can't comprehend the opinion that someone else thinks the color is better than the way I think of that specific color. If anyone thinks that color is good, they are wrong. Smuss's logic. Completely ignoring the opinion flying over here. By the way, the ratings aren't disabled on this video. He didn't even give him an opinion. So we're gonna go basic and then advanced. I'm gonna force this on you. Of course you have. Seriously, even though we have not seen anything. Wait, what? No, you didn't. Tell me this, when has he ever fought Starman3 after he fought him in the multi-dimensional road? Tell me, has he even fought Starman3 at all? He can't have fought Starman3 again. They can't have fought each other. Starman3 and Starman3's fight is over. He cannot have fought him again. Of course he can say he's battled better than whatever the hell that fight was, but he can't have fought him again, and Starman3 didn't rage quit. He was defeated by Starman3's massive laser blast, and you know, being slammed into the ground. So, you know... Less continuity breaking, more action. When did the doppelgangers come back? I think the world's in trouble again, guys, and they're not gonna care. By the way, let's stare at each other. We're just gonna wow, we're just gonna cut away really terribly. Oh, don't worry, Mario. Don't you remember all the specific games with all of your specific power-ups? You have more power-ups than Starman3, and it's kind of justified because you're the main character of all of those games. Starman3 just creates all these powers for him for the narrative, and it doesn't even matter to him anyway because he never uses them. He can open a portal randomly to the multi-dimensional world. He can have elemental stars. He can create fireballs from nowhere. He can also turn into the Light Star X. He can also make a spy suit from nowhere. And you think that you're not as powerful? Man, you should remember all the power-ups that you have in all the Mario games you have. Because you're already powerful, Mario. Take a look at all of the games you star in. Starman3 obviously did not pay attention to all of the Mario games that Mario is in, where he has like a billion power-ups, and they're all changing every single game. Mario and Starman3 share a lot of similarities. Their power-ups are so inconsistent across all of their iterations. And what's that going to accomplish? It's just going to add another power to your arsenal. By the way, how would you even know how to use the elemental stars? Yes, you are the king of dimensions. That doesn't mean that you have to, you know, steal others. That just means people are gonna hate you. This isn't Mario. This is some random person. Put someone else in Mario's position, and that would probably make it a lot better. Because why would Mario act like this when Mario's already got several power-ups and what happened to the jolly woohoo Mario that he is? Luigi, the audience. Because you're Mario. You shouldn't be acting like this. Okay, let's read this giant text dump. Well, I'm pretty sure this was pasted from Luigi Fed's text document. You can barely get power from pasta? Wow. Luigi, a better example would be the fact that Mario is in every single game, using practically every single power. Cat Mario, Ice Mario, Fire Mario, Rabbit Mario, Tanuki Mario, Wing Cap, Metal, do I need to go on? Cape? Did I say Cape? Point being, I can't even keep track of them all to the point where Mario has so many that it's completely irrelevant that the elemental stars are just as powerful. If anything, they're trying to be like Mario. Mario shouldn't try to be like them because, if anything, that just means Mario won't have all those special abilities that are important to him. Like in every single game that is apparently so important. And that's barely a quarter of the things I've said. Of the things that he has that I've said. Seriously. Do you know how many Mario games are out there right now? And how many of those games Mario is Super Mario? Seriously, Mario. This is supposed to be the same Mario from the Super Mario games. Why is he acting like this when he's already got so many powers for himself anyway? Isn't this supposed to be Blooperland / Mushroom Kingdom? They said it in the YTR group, so why can't Mario just go out there, randomly get a power, and then just stuff around with it? He doesn't need the elemental stars because most of the elemental stars' powers are powers he already has anyway. Fire Mario, they've got fire stars. Water, Mario can already breathe underwater and has Frog Mario to boot. Mario also has things that they don't. Shells, ghosts, bees, Again, I'm not even naming the entire arsenal that Mario has, because there's so many of them you wouldn't even be able to count them. Yes, you're going to use them for greed because that's all you want. Which isn't you, Mario. This literally could be a random YTR member, but no, we have to paste it onto Mario. Literally, make a blank slate and use it for this video. Make Mario be on the heroes' side. SM3 won't let you join YTR if you're just going to be the most powerful as the Blooper Land. If anything, that'll just make him want to get you out. You're not going to join YTR. Mario. Seriously. The Fire Flower is the exact same power as the Fire Star. Exactly the same with the Ice Flower with the Water Star. Seriously! This is not Mario, and SM3 is gonna fail really badly for this. And he already has. This is a really bad story. Mario's being possessed by a demon, guys. I've already said what I need to. That won't happen because Luigi fan's not important enough. Wait, no, he's talking about Starman3. I was thinking that was Starman3's text. Of course Starman3 will fight the villains. He's the only one who's going to be able to fight the villains. They had a story going on where they would make quote-unquote the Cosmic Crystals 5 after Season 5 was totally done. And they had a whole bunch of plans while I was in the group relating to that specific plan. It wasn't necessarily the best idea, and things kept going out of whack with member management and all that. So, yeah, that's technically what they're trying to hint at here. The end of Season 5, which was meant to be, you know, kind of like Blooper 40, but, you know, but that hasn't happened yet, and I'm pretty sure Starman3 has probably changed his plans by now. It's probably going to be as massive, but, you know, it's not going to be that because of how many controversies happen in the group over that specific problem. Starman3, seriously, by the way, you can do a lot of things with your elemental stars, and a lot of things just being you. You're the center of this universe, so why are you saying I'm sure? You can pretty much do anything anyway. Anything the plot demands it, you do it specifically because Starman3 wants himself to succeed at everything. And every day was exactly the same. Go back in the cupboard, Luigi fan. I'm gonna handle the rest of the episode without you in it. I'm kidding. He has a role in this. Machinima Town. Wow. Great name for this place. Close to Blooper Land? You were just in Blooper Land! They call the castle where the YTR are Blooper Land. Why is he saying, why is he trying to go there? He just left there. Yes, this is my house, which actually can't even be entered, by the way. It's just a blank slate. Slow head turning. By the way, the black fold's even so bad it's affecting save states. This is a running joke, especially from Into the Fourth Dimension. There's a point into the Fourth Dimension where Mario 54321 makes a typo with Luigi Fan's name and calls him Luigi Game 54321. I'm pretty sure he was mixing up Mario Game and Luigi Fan. So, it was a weird typo, and they didn't address it because it was obviously a typo. But Starman3 noticed it and made a hell of a lot of a joke out of it. And, you know, he's mocking Luigi Fan now for it. Even more so, especially after the fact that he stole Luigi Fan's role in the whole hero saving the Fourth Dimension thing. Jabra will now be forever known as the mocker who hates Luigi Fan 54221. That's not actually true though, they're really good friends. Yeah, see? It's a typo. You really gonna go on about this, about a typo? Like, come on, I go on about typos sometimes, but not to this degree. He just told you what's wrong with that name. Are you deaf? Clearly not. J-Bro is Starman3 in disguise. Yeah, by the way, this is the only time that ever happens that Luigi fan actually gets a power instead of Starman3. But this is going to be again a power that the character never uses again. And this isn't Starman3. This is Luigi fan this time. Luigi fan is pretty much, they're both pretty much Starman3 in this situation anyway. But Luigi fan is pretty much the rage of Starman3. I'm just going to stare at it anyway! We're still repeating the recording, by the way. It's just a recording of J-Bro staring at the camera. We have no idea how this actually happened, but it's just a thing, and he's never going to use it again. It's Luigi fan, you dumbo. What's with the question marks? We know it's Luigi fan. Oh, did everyone apparently lose intelligence and it's now somebody else? If anything, you could put Luigi fan 52221 question mark because that would make sense. I've got a powerful beam from nowhere, and I got so angry I apparently changed colors and wanted to kill you. Luigi fan and J-Bro are good friends, let me put that in warning. They did interact quite kindly, especially after this. I'm still going to stare at the massive beam of light! And I'm not going to do anything about it! Wow, slowest Sony Vegas moving effects ever. And the fire just froze, guys. Okay, Starman3, come on. You really couldn't have done that several times just to make sure it looked alright, because that really looks stupid. Yes, obviously. Well, J-Bro's more of the idiot here. I've got a giant beam aimed at my face. I'm going to stand here and take it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but J-Bro wasn't listening, Starman3, so what's really the point there? Oh, really? You didn't take a look when you were in rage form? Wow, I got so angry that I apparently didn't even look at myself and see what happened. I'm all white, and I didn't even see that! For no reason. Don't hurt J-Bro, but I love your new form, by the way. Let's just take this like a calm everyday situation. Stop with this meanwhile stuff. If the scene happens later, then put a transition scene to later. Meanwhile means that something is happening at the same time as the previous scene. That's why people go to say meanwhile. They say meanwhile because that thing is happening while the other scene is happening. That's the very definition of meanwhile. But obviously Starman3 doesn't know that, so why am I even asking this question? You didn't discover it, he discovered it on his own. By the way, remember when I said that Mario Star garbles about the elemental forms? Yeah, if you didn't watch the commentary about Blooper 41, Mario Star in the group would, whenever we brought the topic of SM64 logistics up, he would constantly talk on and on and on about how the elemental stars work with the logic and stuff. Not only his elemental stars, but how the Guardians are, and how Luigi Fan, Starman3 and himself, and Mario are pretty much the most important beings in the universe, according to this logic. It was really weird. Every time this happened, it would go on for a very long period of time. And Mario Star was pretty much the information techie to all of this stuff. The only problem is that Mario Star never really put this into practice. He mostly would just say this whenever the topic was brought up. Mario Star wouldn't really create any videos, and if he ever did, it was only at one point, as far as I can remember, and there were only like 2 other videos on the channel that even referenced YouTube ranges, and he never really made any other videos relating to the whole thing at all. Not even videos like Luigi Fan, where he made like a picturesque video explaining the whole thing. He didn't even make a thing like that. He just talked whenever it happened. So the reason why they're coming to Mario Star now is because he was pretty much the information techie on all that stuff back when the group was actually a thing, when they were talking about this specific thing. So what I mean is, Mario Star was the information guy for all of this. Therefore, he's the information guy here. Starman3 knew he was this, and therefore put him in the video. Luigi Fan became Starman3's rage. And when was it ever said that the elemental stars, Luigi Fan's elemental stars, could react to emotions? It was only said that the 3 stars have very specific forms, and that if the 3 stars were to form into one, they would create the chaos form. When was it ever said that they react to emotion? Nevertheless, powerful emotion anyway. When was it ever said that they react to that kind of thing? Luigi Fan never mentioned it. Yes, which is now completely redundant now, since, you know, it's not relevant anymore. By the way, when Luigi Fan changed his CC, which is gonna happen, I don't remember him creating a super version, the version of this form for his new one. So I'm pretty sure this was ditched anyway, even if they go on about it now. It's kind of the thing where they go through the phase and then they just completely forget about it and think it's irrelevant. You said that Starman3 already said that he had the name, so why are you even saying that? Starman3 isn't even aiming his head at Luigi Fan for this, they're just repeating the recording. Looping it, rather, since it's the exact same scene. What? Distracted? They're just talking to each other! Even though you already could! Mario's still possessed by that demon, guys. By the way, they're not even hearing this. They're literally too immersed in their conversation, even though he's literally a meter away from Luigi Fan. Luigi Fan, Mario, no! It's Mario Star, Luigi Fan, Starman3. Did they just go into, like, an alternate dimension of talking? He's not gonna listen because he's apparently possessed by a demon. Yes, Alberto, I've been saying that all video, and obviously Starman3 decided to be an idiot and completely forget about all that. Mario's not Mario, he's whatever the hell I want him to be. A greedy douchebag. To be fair, that only works in Super Mario Glitchy 4's videos because Mario there is characterized completely differently in order to work to the way that SMG4 wants him to work it. And to be honest, even if I don't exactly like Super Mario Glitchy 4's newest bloopers, they are giving him success. The way he portrays his videos does gain an audience, and they do, even if it's a completely stupid audience. And it does gain, and Mario is actually different there. That works in a way to the stories that he's in. Mario here is just completely whatever the hell Starman3 wants him to be. Different in the way that SMG4 does it. That's actually a worse way. I got 2 elemental stars, even though there's 3 of them. By the way, they've all completely vanished. 2 elemental stars! He means 2 groups of elemental stars, because there's 6 elemental stars in all.